Executive Officer, Mr. Tyson Vinadem. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for 18 Sheraton. Another round of applause for the footwear industry. Congratulations, Mr. Cullen and National Finance. Congratulations once again to Singapore and Blackberry Company.
On behalf of the Fiji National University, I welcome you to this event tonight, which is to honor the best of our corporate sectors in terms of productivity, in terms of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a historic night for a number of reasons. First, we are honoring those organizations in Fiji which came forward and put their names up for independent external assessment of their excellences, how they run the organizations, the gains that they get from productivities, and incorporation of the ownership of all the employees into the organization, and the huge dividends these pay to the organizations. In addition, today marks a record of the number of organizations which have agreed to participate in this event this year. A total of 26 such organizations have come forward, which is the record so far. Over the period of time since the Fiji Business Excellence Framework began, 70 different organizations have been assessed and 149 awards have been distributed amongst these organizations over the past 15 years. The organizations come from a wide variety of sectors, from manufacturing, logistics, business services, hospitality, education, and the public sector. All these organizations have one aim in common: to become a world-class organization. And it is that vision, it is that quest that we are all here today to celebrate. Of these record 26 organizations that had applied for recognition, I am proud to say that this evening, 21 organizations will be recognized at different levels and categories. These 21 organizations would receive a number of awards for not only winning the categories in which they are participating, but also becoming a role model for their employees. Excellence, as you all know, ladies and gentlemen, is not one person's business. It is the business of every individual in the organization, from the chief executive officer, and of course, above that, the chairperson of the board of the entity, the members of the board, right down to the lowest paid employee in the entity. Unless each and everyone shares the vision, owns the concept of excellence, that organization would have difficulty in becoming a world-class organization. In Fiji, we have been running this awards scheme for a number of years, and a number of companies and organizations have come forward. They have won in Fiji. They have gone on to win major international awards in quality and excellence. Their profits have been rising. Their workers have been sharing the gains from the profits so increased, and the country as a whole benefits. It benefits from greater tax revenue. It benefits from workers who are more satisfied. It benefits from their contribution to employment and incomes. And the nation benefits from the model that they project to all other entities, something that each and every organization can vie for. Quality and excellence is something that is not easy to attain. It is something that we work over a long period of time. It is something that once you achieve it, you don't sit with the glory of that year and say, I have done it. Because next year, your company may start making losses if you don't keep up, or it may fold up. Quality is everyday business, every year business. It's a continuous business. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Vice Chancellor of the Fiji National University, I know this firsthand. We have over 2,000 employees who have come to us from various sectors. 4 of them were government departments. The rest of them were independent statutory authorities. Different work cultures, different habits, different leadership styles. Is not an easy task to build a culture of excellence in such an environment. We have been very fortunate in Fiji that the corporate sector has come forward in a grand way to participate in the excellence framework. And indeed, they have come with all the enthusiasm that is necessary. But let me also acknowledge with pleasure the number of public sector entities which have been participating in the business excellence framework for the last number of years. Governments all over the world have been maligned for the quality of governance, for the quality of civil service, public service. So much so that in the 1980s, organizations like World Bank, IMF, etc., began to propose reduction in the size of government, selling of government assets, and in fact, reducing government to only a limited number of functions. All that for one and only one reason. It was perceived and shown that the public sectors were inefficient. That culture needed to be changed. And in Fiji, I am so proud to say that the government began to change that culture, as evidenced by increasing participation of the public sector in the Fiji Business Excellence Awards system. Ladies and gentlemen, in private sector, as almost every one of you would know, there's a very clear line of organizational structure. The board meets, It sets the KPIs for the organization and instructs the Chief Executive Officer to deliver those. It does not come down to the level of the finance officer or the human resources officer or the technician or the engineer and ask for reports or interfere. And that is the secret of, one of the secrets of success of private sector. In the public sector, things are different. Over a long period of time, we have agonized, and may I say that we are still agonizing in Fiji over that organizational route. The demarcation of powers, the responsibility of decision makers, and the daily conduct of seniors, ranging from honorable ministers to permanent secretaries to the officers tasked to delivery, is on challenge. In our constitution, there is a very clear line finally demarcated, and I'm so glad that we have that system. So over the years, we in Fiji stand to prove the prophets of doom of public sector wrong. And that is because the public sector can be as excellent as the private sector. That is something that we will achieve one day. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to celebrate the achievements of all the organizations which have come forward, which have decided to participate and be part of the system of excellence in Fiji. To honor these, this year and for the past number of years, in fact, going back to 2004, there has been a President's Award for the top achievers. And this year, we are glad that we have an excellent range of organizations which competed for it, and of these, one would be achieving and be awarded the President's Award.